Hey, it's Phil from Beer Goals, and my beer goal today is to unbox this Game of Thrones Royal Reserve Collection beer box. It's actually a Game of Thrones branded beer in celebration of the final season of Game of Thrones. I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan, and when I found out that actually one of my favorite breweries out of New York, the Brewery Ommegang out of Cooperstown, came out with this beer box featuring different beers celebrating the Game of Thrones. I knew I had to get it, and I thought another good beer goal today would be to try to come up with as many lame beer/Game of Thrones related puns. So here we go. Alright, so let's take a look at this. The Mother of Dragons smoked porter. They've got a Hand of the Queen barley wine ale, a King of the North barrel-aged imperial stout. See if you can get that in there. That's looks pretty good to me, or so far. Yeah, so this looks pretty interesting. The man, so they say, you know, the Lannisters always pay their debts, and I only paid $19.95 for this. So let's take a look, see what they got. Wow, I love reading these sides of these boxes. I love the when the brewers come up with like a special little paragraph. I don't know if you guys read those, but I always try to. It says, as the war for the Seven Kingdoms rages to a climax, Brewery Ommegang presents the Royal Reserve Collection. This collection of 4 exclusive and extremely limited releases is brewed as an homage to the 4 epic figures still standing, spoiler alert, against the annihilation of mankind. These beers represent what a court brewer would offer a noble lord or lady, perfectly balanced and pure drinking pleasure. Alright, well, we're going to find out. Nice. Let's see if we can get this in here. This is a pretty cool box. Oh man, it's got some cool little designs here. It's a pretty great variety pack. And please, you know, feel free to drink along with me. This will be a lot easier for everyone. Otherwise, you might feel like Grayson, might feel like Theon Greyjoy hanging out with Ramsay Snow, if you know what I mean. Alright, this is the first one we got. Oh wow, the Mother of Dragons. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So this is going to be a smoked porter. It says, a beer for Daenerys, a blend of delicately smoked porter and tart cherry, brewed for those who nurture dragons. Wow, that's pretty cool. Then they got, Hand of the Queen, a barley wine ale, a beer for Tyrian, a full-bodied expression of a classic rich and malty barley wine, brewed for those who drink and know things. Well, I drink and I don't know things, but I think I do know that these beers sound like they're going to be delicious. Alright. Oh, it came with this really cool glass. I'm going to show you guys in a minute. If I can get out of the box here without breaking it. Oh, here we go. What's this one? Oh, the King of the North. Nice. King of the North. This is a barrel-aged imperial stout, a beer for Jon Snow, a rich, bold imperial stout aged in bourbon barrels, dark and full-bodied. It is fitting companion for a long, dark night. And wow, look at that! It's got an 11% ABV on it. That's awesome. Some of these are actually pretty strong. Brewery Ommegang does not mess around. Oh, the Mother of Dragons is actually the lowest one with 6.6. And the Hand of the Queen is a 10.7. That's pretty great right there. Awesome. Oh, there's one more in here. I don't want to miss this one. I think this one sounds delicious. It's the Queen of the Seven Kingdoms Sour Blonde Blend. That's pretty great. A beer for Cersei, who reminds us that everyone who isn't us is an enemy. All right. An exquisite blend of sour ale and Belgian-style blonde. Well, we'll see. I think they're going for a theme there. And came with this cool glass too. Actually, a Brewery Ommegang, Cooperstown, New York, Game of Thrones glass. Oh, and I should mention that since these are beers from New York, these are actually also going to count towards my beer goal of drinking 50 beers in 50 states. That's 2,550 beers in each state. And these are out of Cooperstown, not too far from where I grew up, and they're going to count towards my 50, so it's a win-win. All right, so let's see, which one should I start with? I think I'm gonna do the Mother of Dragons. Boom. And since this has probably been sitting in a box for who knows how long, I actually have another clean glass here that I'm gonna relatively clean compared to this one. Although this is nice. That's like a smaller. I love these kind of beer glasses. Let's see. All right, I don't know if you guys can see this. I actually have my own bottle opener. Boom. All right, let's see what get a little. Oh wow, yeah. Well, unlike Tyrian Lannister in the book, this beer has a really good nose on it. Oh. That is way too much head. Luckily this beer vlog won't have as much sex and violence as Game of Thrones, or who knows, we'll drink some more. Ooh, that smells delicious. I think it said, what, cherry notes? Porter with cherry. Oh, that sounds like amazing. Wow. Wow, that is tart. That is a tart porter. I also wanted to try to get those. They had Oreo cookie branded Game of Thrones cookies. I thought that would pair probably really well, but I would go for some direwolf bread, maybe some pigeon pie. What are you guys making for, let me know in the comments what you guys are making for food for the premiere of Game of Thrones. What beers are you going to be drinking? Maybe if you're going to pick up a couple of these. I don't know. I think my next beer goal should be to drink 50 beers in each of the 7 kingdoms of Westeros. I don't know, maybe Untapped will allow me to check in some mead. No, I might have to do this one next. Whew. All right, that's pretty good. Let that head settle. But yeah, it's a pretty good beer box. I actually picked this up, I think, at Costco. I've been sitting on it for a while, waiting for the epic return of Game of Thrones. Actually, this came out in 2018, so yeah, I've had this for a while. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think is going to happen at the end of Game of Thrones? I'm pretty excited. I'm going to be toasting that. And these delicious beers from Brewery Ommegang. All right, so cheers. Boop.